I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Door's over there. Why don't you use it?
Sleep well? Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod, Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill. Old Crone had it coming. And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight, problem. You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me, and my associate. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay. Well now, funny you should have. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from, well, that's not really important. The here and now, that's what matters. You see, there's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, oh, which one? Go on, see if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire. Am I to take your silence as accepted? Then you know where we stand. Make your kill and we're square. Repayment of your debt is but a discreet knife thrust away.
The anticipation is killing me. Can you figure out who has the contract?
Whoever this is, clearly we got off on...
choose?
Ah, Varsha, at your service. Obtainer of goods, taker of lives, and defiler of daughters. Have you not heard of me? Perhaps I will have my people carve my name in your corpse as a reminder. Me? Are you serious? Fool, don't you get it? I live in the shadow of death every day. A knife in every doorway. If one of my enemies would not pay to have me killed, I would take it as a personal insult.
Get these things off of me! None of your damn business who I am. If you're going to kill me, just do it already. Esmara is my witness. If I didn't have this hood on right now, I would spit right in your face. Excuse me. What kind of question is that? I'm a woman living in Skyrim with 6 children and no husband. I don't have the time or the patience to be nice. Do some people look down on me? Have I made some enemies? You're damn right. I don't have time for this nonsense.
My name is
I've got a
Full-Time.
home to keep
I'm
until
a soldier.
Now,
Well,
let's
mercenary,
get
really.
out of
You know,
here.
a sellsword. I've lived in Skyrim all my life. That's all. I'm a nobody, really. So, can't you just let me go? What? Oh, God. I don't want to die. Okay, well, I guess it's possible. I've been selling my sword arm for years now. Killed a lot of people. Could be someone wanted revenge. But you're not going to kill me, right? What did I do?
The anticipation is killing me.
Whatever.
Can you figure out who has the contract? Which one will you choose? The anticipation is killing me. Can you figure out who has the contract? Which one will you choose?
This, I'll see you dead! Where'd you come from? No! 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 You won't get that lucky again! Enough of this! Well done.
Off of me.
I can hear you talking out there. Please let me go. I've done nothing to you.
If you're here to purchase, I have many spells available. Do come in. My talents are much needed here in order to keep Morthal safe. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Spells and incantation. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Morthal is a troubled place. As anyone will tell you, my talents are useful. You deal with powerful forces. Take care they do not overwhelm you. The marsh is treacherous. You would do well to not want at night. Please remain indoors at night. It's dangerous to go outside. Huh? You, my friend, need practice. My talents are much needed. You deal with powerful forces. Take care they do not overwhelm you.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. There's a new lady in charge of the orphanage in Riften. She asked me to hand out these notices to everyone I met. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Peoples. The Nords. What kind of light would we be giving our little one if we stayed here? God, I'm so tired. Forge every day if you need it.
Seems like no one is getting a decent night's rest in Dawnstar Strait. Nightmares. I haven't met a single man or woman who doesn't admit to having a bad dream I can handle. But everyone having the same bad dream every night. It's a curse, I say. I hear there's a priest of Mara visiting the inn. Maybe the divines will cure us. Come back if you need steel.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas. I beg you, don't go into Silas's museum. Silas comes from one of the oldest families in Dawnstar. They have a complicated history. Several of his ancestors belonged to the Mythic Dawn, the cult that almost destroyed Tamriel. His family's involvement was only found out well after the crisis had died down, but it still ruined their reputation. They were outcasts. And now Silas is back, and this museum to the Mythic Dawn is his way of trying to rebuild his family's pride. It's misguided. Not a student of history, I see. It's for the best. They're a group that should be forgotten. The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world, and they were stopped a long time ago.
That
And here
museum
comes
is a
my
mistake.
first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside. Last mistake.
ancestors wouldn't want. I beg you. Several of his family, and now Silas is back. Not a student. The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world.
And here comes my
and they were
first
stopped
visitor.
a long time ago.
Never mind that. Medina is a good woman, but I have my own reasons for opening this museum. I have a collection of artifacts from the group that toppled an empire. Their importance to history. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. I've been looking. Ah, there's a new. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise, where all his followers would live forever. Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk? It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became trades, but I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill. They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult, I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim dynasty and opened the Oblivion Gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, and the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. The razor is Mehrunes. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds. The Mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection. Good luck finding the fragments.
this home used to contend for the throne of the High King? Now, perhaps others will listen. Here, your reward is promised. You have Winterhold. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title, mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could... However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known. You help my people, and I'll make you my... Good luck to you. Then by my right as Jarl, I grant you this weapon from the armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify the guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. Until next time.
I don't like doing business with Azora's faithful.
If there's anything you need, just let me know. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Ranmir beg a drink from... He owes this tavern enough coin to burn it down, build it back. He's had some troubles in his life, but I can't have him drinking here without it. Go right ahead. He just might be sober enough to listen to you.
I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right? Who are you to say what I should do? I'll pay her back when I'm ready. You're right. What would my forefathers think if they knew I wasn't paying my debts? Got any ale or mead?
Oh yes, quite fine. My accommodations here continue to be just what I need.
Until next time.
Be careful. And there haven't been any...
Just say the word if you need a drink. Thank you. He's not a bad man, just bad with his coins and his drink. My husband Dagger could tell you a story. I have a couple of Ranmir's things that he traded to us back when he was still paying regularly. I say you burn them.
Things get out of hand.
See ya. Now here's a man I'm glad to see.
Watch what you're doing. If there's anything you need, just let me know. Is everything well, Nellicar?
Oh yes, quite fine. My accommodations here continue to be just what I need.
And there haven't been any problems?
Are you referring to your...
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do? My job is... This should come in handy. Here, let me show you a few tricks I've learned about buttering up royalty. Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
You're the one casts those illusions. You did what? By the gods, you're serious. You'd better report this to Commander Nero right away. He's at the Penutus Oculatus outpost, up in Dragon Bridge.
wish to test yourself against me?
We are Lord Boethius' faithful. Have you come to test your metal? We are forged by Boethius' example. We carve our will upon the world through our tongues. You are nothing. An empty vapor, dispersed by the slightest wind. The Lord of Promise, deceiver of nations, devourer of sin. Shadows, goddess of destruction, he who destroys, and she. Many are our Lord's lofty names, but they befit only us mortals. In turn her mighty names from now until the end of time. Names mean nothing to our Lord. She only cares for those who care, whose hearts are full of purpose, whose lives. If you desire a glimpse of our darkness, then this is what you must do. First, prove your tongue can wield a lie. Find someone, gain his trust, lead him to the shrine of honor. Next, instruct your thrall to touch the pillar of sacrifice. Its magic will ensnare him, rendering him helpless. Then, girded with certitude, plant the ceremonial blade deeply, so that the waters of his heart wash over him. If your will is strong enough, it will stir Boethia in her dark mansion, and she will appear before you. That remains to be seen. But if it is so, and if Boethia appears, then we will welcome you as one of us.
Well-placed word, though we live in shadow, dagger, carve indelible sign, achieve our passing into the world. Though we live in shadow, we carve indelible signs of our passing into the world. Do you wish to test yourself? Huh? A well-placed word or a well-placed dagger, both can achieve equal purposes. Though we live in shadow, we carve indelible signs of... Do you wish to test... What the... I'm on fire! wish to test yourself again? It's me. Do you wish to test yourself against
well-placed
me?
word.
Though we live in
A
shadow, we
well-placed
carve. Though we live in shadow, we carve indelible.
Though we live in shadow.
Though we live in shadow, we carve indelible signs of a passing into the world.
Honest pay for honest work.